Harry Maguire was once football's favorite punchline. He was a human sandbag for the internet's frustration, the face of 1,000 memes that turned a professional athlete into a global comedy act. From the cruelest trolls to the casual fans, everyone was laughing. But Harry didn't break. He walked through a fire made of ridicule. What started as quiet endurance turned into steady progress. The jokes faded as the reliability returned. Slowly, surely, he reclaimed his reputation. Today, he isn't the joke anymore, he's the rock. He's become the very definition of resilience. Harry Maguire has navigated a storm of relentless criticism to finally reach this shore of praise and respect. For years, every heavy stride, every accidental slip, and every misplaced pass was dissected, exaggerated, and weaponized into 1,000 mocking memes. It wasn't just jokes. Cruel threats targeted his family's safety, forcing him into a state of constant, suffocating tension. He was branded the worst signing in club history, an £80 million anchor dragging the entire team down. Stripped of his captaincy and banished to the cold isolation of the bench, Maguire found himself a lonely observer in a volatile dressing room. But instead of breaking, he watched, he learned, and he waited. And even when he finally turned the tide, he didn't taunt the crowds. He didn't scream at the cameras in a hollow act of revenge. He met the newfound applause with a humble smile, and yesterday, with a moment of raw, visible emotion. The clash against Crystal Palace was a microcosm of Maguire's recent impact. Just 4 minutes in, the young Lenny Yoro, the prodigy carrying the weight of the future, lost his focus for a split second. Maxence Lacroix pounced on that mistake instantly. In the chaos of a set piece, Lacroix broke free and buried the ball into the back of Andre Onana's net. But in that moment of crisis, it was Harry Maguire who stepped up to anchor the defense and steady the ship. The 32-year-old centre-back was the heartbeat of the defense, touching the ball 71 times and acting as the primary engine for building play from the back. He completed 60 passes with a staggering 97% accuracy rate, finding his teammates' feet 58 times. With United trailing, he unleashed 5 signature long balls, each one a heat-seeking missile landing perfectly in stride for Bruno Fernandes and Cunha. In the air, he was just as dominant, facing a barrage of crosses from Palace. Maguire didn't flinch. He contested 4 aerial duels and won every single one. His massive frame was an impenetrable wall, recording 5 clearances to sweep the danger from the 6-yard box and 4 ball recoveries to shut down any hope of a counterattack. He nearly capped it off with a goal in the 32nd minute, rising high above the crowd on a corner. Maguire's powerful header was destined for the net until Jose Sa pulled off a desperate save. But even without the goal or assist, his impact was undeniable. Maguire was the steel anchor that allowed Bruno and Benjamin Coe to thrive up front, fueling a dramatic 2-1 comeback. As Diogo Dalot put it, he has proven throughout his career how mentally and physically strong he is. When he's fit and in rhythm, he's one of the best centre-backs in the league. Those aren't just polite words, it's the ultimate sign of respect from the brothers in arms who bleed with him on the training pitch. As the clock ticked toward the 85th minute with United holding the lead, Michael Carrick decided to give the veteran a rest, subbing in young talent Aiden Heaven. What happened next was a scene that moved the soul. All 4 corners of Old Trafford rose as one. A thunderous, relentless wave of applause washed over the man they once mocked. The same thousands who had ridiculed him were now using those same hands to offer a profound tribute. Maguire walked slowly, visibly choked with emotion, clapping back to the fans before disappearing into the tunnel. While fans feared a hamstring relapse, Carrick eased those worries, confirming it was just a precautionary measure. Under Carrick's reign, Maguire has become indispensable. Before the 44-year-old manager took over, Maguire had only 4 starts. Since then, 7 consecutive starts. Carrick stripped away the overcomplicated demands and let Harry be Harry, a traditional rock, standing tall, clearing danger, and launching the attack. But a storm is brewing off the pitch. His contract expires this summer, and the board faces a life-or-death decision, with Casemiro already set to pack his bags and rumors swirling around Bruno. Losing a pillar like Maguire could plunge the dressing room into a leadership crisis. Money has bought stars like Lisandro Martinez and Matthijs de Ligt, but it can't buy a decade of Premier League war stories. With the younger stars still raw and the veterans battling injuries, United needs a general who knows every blade of grass in this league. As the Champions League beckons, Harry Maguire isn't just a solution, he's the foundation. Last night's victory propels the Red Devils into third place, leaving their former companion, Chelsea, 6 points behind. The long-distance race ahead, combined with a congested fixture list as European competitions return, demands a squad with ideal depth. Defender Diogo Dalot sent a clear message to the club hierarchy. I am certain that if he performs at this level, if it helps the entire team, the club keeping him will not be an issue. The worthy reward. Ultimately, it will be an agreement between them, but we always feel happy to have him. Offering a new contract is not just a tactical squad move. It is a worthy reward for the sweat and even the blood that has been poured onto the grass. He may have to accept a more modest salary compared to his prime. But a small income cut seems like no great barrier for a man who has proven absolute loyalty to the red colors. The rights of a warrior. Harry Maguire deserves to continue wearing the jersey bearing the Red Devil emblem. He deserves to continue his long strides across the old Trafford turf, continuing to launch powerful headers to protect the home goal. The stands have applauded, the hostile atmosphere has vanished. The darkness of the insults has retreated into the past. The final triumph. Now, he stands under the floodlights not as an outcast, but as a warrior receiving deep respect from the bottom of everyone's hearts. The story of a man who walked through the storm, using silence and sweat to shatter every prejudice, will be passed down, honoring those who truly deserve it.